1974 was a year of velvet grooves, quiet storms, and voices that wrapped themselves around your heart. The Spinners were soaring with harmonies that felt like summer wind, while Barry White was defining what romance sounded like. These weren't just songs, they were memories, moods, and moments. Let's revisit 10 classics from 1974 that still move our souls. Number 10. Just Don't Wanna Be Lonely by The Main Ingredient.
Just don't wanna be lonely.
Released in early 1974 on RCA, this track came at a time when soul music was slowing down just a touch, letting feelings linger in the air. The Main Ingredient were already known for their warm vocal blend, but this one hit different.
I don't mind when you say that you're going away.
Cuba Gooding Sr. delivers the lead like someone who's been through both love and loss, singing not with desperation, but with honesty. The kind that finds you late at night when the street lights are humming and the phone is quiet. What's remarkable is that the song had history. It had already been recorded by Ronnie Dyson, but The Main Ingredient made it universal.
Depended on to give the love I can't give.
It climbed the R&B charts and crossed into pop, becoming one of those songs you heard everywhere. On the radio, drifting out of barbershops, playing slow dances at roller rinks where the disco ball turns slow. Close your eyes, and you can still feel that soft, echoing guitar line, the gentle sway of the rhythm section, the warmth of voices layered like blankets.
Really wanna see me.
It was a song for anyone who's ever wanted love not for fireworks, but simply so they wouldn't have to face the quiet alone. And if that one touched your heart, the next track speaks straight to the soul of gratitude itself. Number 9. Be Thankful for What You Got by William DeVaughn.
Just be thankful.
1974 brought us one of soul's most gentle sermons, wrapped in satin bass lines and sunlight chords. William DeVaughn was not a star when this song came into the world. He was working as a government draftsman, recording music on the side, just hoping to be heard.
You may not have.
And yet, his voice carried the wisdom of someone who had lived 100 lifetimes. No bragging, no boasting, just a reminder to breathe, to appreciate, to live with quiet pride. And of course, that line became immortal. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene.
You can still stand tall.
It wasn't about owning the Cadillac. It was about spirit, confidence, presence, a whole philosophy in one slow groove. The track glides along like a warm afternoon with nowhere to be. Windows down, neighborhood kids playing, someone grilling down the block, the world turning soft and golden. It topped the R&B charts and became a cultural touchstone, sampled by everyone from NWA to De La Soul.
Though you may not drive.
It's the sound of knowing who you are, without needing the world to clap for it. And if this was a song of inner peace, the next one? Oh, the next one is about getting lost in love entirely. Number 8. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe by Barry White.
Can't get enough of your love, babe.
By 1974, Barry White wasn't just singing love, he was architecting it. This track, released on the 20th Century label, came from a man who understood romance not as something loud or flashy, but as something slow, rich, and deeply felt. Barry was already riding high from earlier hits, but this one pushed him into an entirely new level of cultural presence.
I've heard people say that too much of anything.
What's so remarkable is that the song almost couldn't be contained in the studio. Musicians who worked on it recall that the room was practically buzzing. Violin swaying, bass walking with swagger. Barry delivering his vocals in that warm baritone that felt like velvet that brushed in the back of your neck.
Girl, your love for me is all I need, and more than I can stand.
He didn't just sing to you. He spoke to you, whispered to you, reassured you. This wasn't a dance floor track. This was a slow sway in the dark with someone whose heartbeat you know by feel. Radio stations played it late at night, and listeners would call in requesting it for their lovers. It went straight to #1 on both pop and R&B charts, proving that love done right never goes out of style. If that was romance in low light, the song coming next is pure street corner soul poetry. #7, Sideshow by Blue Magic.
He hurts so bad, so bad.
1974 gave us many love songs, but this one spoke to the pain of love in a way that felt like theater, poetry, and confession all at once. Blue Magic were part of Philadelphia's lush orchestral soul wave, and Sideshow, released on Atco Records, became their signature masterpiece. From the very first sound, that Carnival Barker voice calling, "Hurry, hurry, step right up."
Right up, hurry, hurry, before the show.
You know you've entered a performance of heartbreak, where emotions are center stage under a spotlight of strings. This song wasn't loud, didn't beg, didn't scream. It ached. Ted Mills' falsetto hovered like a tear held in the eye. Beautiful, trembling, refusing to fall. The lyrics compared heartbreak to a circus spectacle. People watching, pointing, remembering your love story as entertainment.
So bad, so bad, so bad.
It was vulnerable, exposed beneath. Philadelphian orchestration wraps the song like velvet curtains. The guitar shadows it like a quiet memory, and the harmonies rise and fall like someone trying to breathe through hurt. It became a major hit, rising to the top of the R&B charts and crossing over into pop radio, proof that pain speaks a universal language. You can almost see the scene. Late summer evening, windows open, fans turning slow, someone sitting on the bed replaying the love that slipped away. This was heartbreak you could sing through. And if this one was heartbreak center stage, our next track brings pure devotion, the kind that feels like sunrise after a long night. #6, You're the First, the Last, My Everything by Barry White.
My everything, and the answer.
1974 truly belonged to Barry White, and this track, released on the album Can't Get Enough, is the sound of love declared with no hesitation, no doubt, no fear. What makes this song special is that it began as a country tune written in the early 50s, long before Barry ever touched it.
You, I found so many things.
But when he and Gene Page got their hands on it, they transformed it into a celebration wrapped in orchestral soul, proof that music, like love, can evolve. The strings shimmer like champagne bubbles rising in a glass. The bass struts with confidence, not arrogance. And Barry, Lord, Barry sings like love is something he's teaching you to believe in.
Yet I'm lost in a dream. You're the first.
This wasn't just romance. This was certainty. The idea that when you find your person, everything else goes quiet. This song became a crossover phenomenon, wedding dance royalty, and a soundtrack to countless memories under dim lights and warm smiles. It's joy, pure and true.
There's only one like you.
If these 1974 grooves are stirring up memories, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps keep this beautiful soul history alive. And don't go anywhere. The top 5 tracks are only getting deeper, sweeter, and stronger. #5, Mighty Love, Part 1 by The Spinners.
Go work it out.
By 1974, the Spinners had perfected something very few groups ever achieve: soul that felt both heavenly and human. Mighty Love, released on Atlantic Records and produced in that golden Philadelphia sound, was a celebration of love's power, not love as a fantasy.
Girl said I never leave you. Thank you.
But love as a force that could lift you out of loneliness and carry you straight into the light. Bobby Smith takes the lead with a voice warm as a summer breeze, while Philippe Wynne slides in with those soaring ad-libs that feel like a gospel moment happening right in your chest. The arrangement is pure Philly soul elegance, silky strings, playful percussion, and that signature groove that makes you sway without even realizing your shoulders have started moving. What listeners may not know is that the recording sessions for this track were full of laughter and improvisation. Wynne's "Take It to the Bridge" style shouts weren't scripted at all. He just felt them, and that's what made the Spinners special. They performed like they were praying, rejoicing, living right there onto the mic. Mighty Love became an anthem for couples, for dreamers, for anyone who had ever believed in love, even when life made it hard.
You feel it in your bones and it won't let you alone, yeah.
It rose to #1 on the R&B charts and remains one of those songs that feels like a warm embrace around the heart. If this one lifted your spirit, the next track slows the groove into something smooth, smoky, and intimate. #4, Feel Like Making Love by Roberta Flack. When Roberta Flack released this song in the summer of 1974, it felt like the world exhaled, muffly, slowly, tenderly. Written by Gene McDaniels, this was the soundtrack for intimacy, not flashy or loud, but warm and deeply personal. Flack produced the track herself, becoming one of the first black women to take full creative command of her own hit recordings. And you can hear that control in every measure. Nothing is rushed, nothing is overdone. It moves like silk slipping through fingers. The arrangement is gentle, a soft guitar, a flutter of Rhodes piano, percussion played like a heartbeat you can barely feel but always know is there. Roberta's voice floats above it all. Breathy, subtle, close, like she's singing right into your ear. It didn't demand attention. It drew you in, the way a warm candlelit room pulls you from a cold night. This song reached #1 on both the R&B and pop charts, and it became a defining moment in the Quiet Storm era, a style of soul built on softness, stillness, and emotional depth. If you ever heard this coming through a late-night radio broadcast, you remember the feeling. Everything slowed down, the world turned gentle, and love felt possible. And if this one was candlelight in a quiet room, what comes next is a slow-burning, velvet-deep groove that became one of the most iconic soul ballads of its time. #3, When Will I See You Again by the 3 Degrees.
When will I see you again?
Released on Philadelphia International Records in 1974, this gem is the sound of longing wrapped in elegance. The 3 Degrees were already admired for their harmonies and polish, but this song, produced by Gamble and Huff, gave them a timeless anthem. It's not heartbreak in the dramatic sense, but something softer. The ache of love paused, not ended. The instrumentation floats, light strings, breezy percussion, a melody that moves like someone walking slowly, hoping they won't have to say goodbye. And the lead vocal? It's gentle, uncertain, asking without pushing. When will I see you again? It's a question anyone who has ever loved someone across distance, circumstance, or fate has whispered in their own quiet moments. Here's the beautiful twist. The group didn't initially think the song would be a hit, but once it hit the airwaves, it spread everywhere. Nightclubs, radio countdowns, slow dances, dinner parties. It topped charts around the world and became a global soul standard.
When will I see you again? Sweet, sweet love.
It was love's echo, soft, persistent, unforgettable. If this was love suspended in midair, the next track is love expressed like a sacred vow. Something only two hearts in perfect rhythm will understand. Number 2, Always and Forever by Heatwave.
Always and forever.
Though often remembered as a late 70s slow jam staple, Always and Forever first began warming hearts in 19 when Heatwave was still shaping their sound and identity. Written by Rod Temperton, who would later write for Michael Jackson, it carries that unmistakable tenderness and melodic ease that defined his genius. This wasn't just a love song, it was a promise. A song meant for hands held, foreheads touching, moments where words fall away, and only feeling remains.
Take time to tell me you.
The arrangement is gentle, understated. No theatrics, no showmanship reaching for impressiveness. Just a slow, steady chord progression, a mellow rhythm, and a vocal delivery that feels like someone telling you exactly how they feel, without hesitation, without fear. It became the soundtrack to weddings, anniversaries, quiet, slow dances, and late-night phone calls where both people fell asleep still listening. And the beauty of it, it never gets old. Each time you hear it, the warmth returns, like stepping into familiar arms.
Held all my heart away.
This song taught us that love doesn't always need grand gestures. Sometimes, steady, sincere devotion is the deepest form of romance. If this song felt like a vow whispered under soft light, get ready. Because our number 1 pick is a soulful masterpiece that captured the heart of 1974 and never let go. Number 1, Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Though originally released in late 1973, this song owned 1974, spinning across radios, turntables, and living rooms all throughout the year. Gladys Knight didn't just sing this track, she testified it.
Too much for the man.
Released on Buddha Records and written by Jim Weatherly, the song tells the story of love that doesn't come with glamour, spotlight, or promise of stardom. It's about choosing love even when the dream changes. And oh, the way Gladys delivers it, warm, determined, full of emotion that sits right in the chest. The Pips move like a heartbeat behind her, those woo-woo responses becoming some of the most iconic backing vocals in soul history.
Not so long ago.
The arrangement builds just enough, not too big, not too small, letting Gladys lead the story with honesty. You can see the train, you can feel the decision, you can hear the sacrifice. It won the Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance, topped both the R&B and pop charts, and became one of the most enduring soul songs in American history.
Someday he'd be the star.
To this day, if this song comes on, conversations pause, shoulders sway, eyes close. Everyone remembers somebody. This was love, real love, grown love. From smooth devotion to tender heartache, from Philly soul to velvet romance, 1974 gave us a year of pure feeling. These songs weren't just hits. They were moments in people's lives, first loves, slow dances, long summer nights, and memories we still hold close today. Thank you for taking this soul stroll with me. If you felt the music tonight, go ahead and subscribe to keep the groove alive and never miss our next journey. And don't stop now. Up next, We're stepping into the 10 R&B songs from 1973 we'll never forget. Click that end screen and let's keep the rhythm rolling.